Hello and welcome back to My Agent Connector University. Hope you had a good time with your last class. This one's going to go a little bit in depth for loan officers to find out how do we actually talk to real estate agents in a short fashion, something very quick like an elevator pitch. Now, through My Agent Connector, you've probably seen or have at least gathered that there's a whole lot of different tools we could talk about. And they're automated, which is great. But when you really sit down and talk to most real estate agents, you don't have 45 minutes. You don't have 30 minutes. You probably don't even have 20. You might have 1 or 2 minutes, or you're just shaking hands at a class or maybe a lunch and learn or something like that. So we're trying to find most loan officers say, hey, there's no way I can figure out even what to say out of those 20 or 25 or 30 different tools in 30 seconds. Which one of them do I pick out? How do I talk about those? So that's what brought this particular class here today, which is just an elevator pitch. You have something that you can say very quickly and guarantee that you get information back or a business card or a name. Most elevator pitches, as you well know from any sales training you've ever done, is better if you ask a question versus making a statement. However, most people ask the wrong type of questions like, if I could show you how to make more money, could I get 15 minutes of your time? Those are old sales questions from like 50 years ago, and you're hoping that someone says yes, but of course most of the time they say no, and at best you have a 50-50 shot. Rather than a yes-no question, it might be easier if you ask an either-or question, like do you gain most of your business through listings or buyers? Now you really don't care what they say, because if they say listings, hey, that's great. You know what? I want to talk to you. Should talk to you about My Agent Connector. You know, there's absolutely no cost, so you probably love that. It actually helps you gain more listings. And you know, you can work off your listings or you can work off other people's listings as well. I'll tell you what, why don't you give me a business card? When I get back to my office, I'll shoot you some more information. Thanks. There you go, 15 seconds. It's a quick elevator pitch. What if they say buyers? Hey, that's great. You know what? I should talk to you a little bit about My Agent Connector. There's no cost, so you're probably going to love that. But also it helps you gain more buyers. And you know what? You can gain buyers from your listings or other people's listings. I tell you what, why don't you give me a business card? And when I get back to my office, I'll share some information with you. 15 seconds. Either way, what did you get? You got the most valuable thing in the world, which was their business card. So it's a great question. It's an easy elevator pitch if you only have a few seconds to talk to an agent. Here's another question. Hey, if you talk to an agent, are you or anybody in your office concerned about open house safety? A lot of people say, well, sure, I'm concerned about open house safety. That's a big deal for agents right now. So you know what? You should use an open house safety app. You'll probably like it because there's no cost. It's technology. It helps you stay safer in your open houses, but it also helps the homeowner to know that you as a real estate agent are protecting their house by verifying the people that walk through the home. That's pretty cool. It gives you more verifiable phone numbers, agents like that, and it gives you more clients to follow up with because you have a verifiable phone number. Why don't you give me a business card, and when I get back to my office, I'll send you some information. Again, simple, easy, 20, 30 seconds. You made a couple of points, and you have what? You walk away with a business card. We give you things like door openers. Now, these aren't just questions. These are door openers. There's a difference. A question is meant to get an answer. A door opener is meant to give you an open door so you can talk further down the road. I really like number 2. It's always worked really well for me. I was a loan officer for 12 years, and if you can say to somebody when you talk to an agent and they hand you a business card and you say, hey, thank you so much for that paper business card. By the way, do you have a digital one? Most of the time they say no. Sometimes they say, what? The digital what? That's a great door opener for you to say, oh, you know, digital business card. They're free. They're no cost. I'll tell you what, since I have your business card, when I get back to my office, I'll share some information with you. Or you could pull out your digital business card and show them that one. So there's a lot of different ways you can do it. If you're the kind of person who has comfort or the ability to stand up in front of people and talk to them in a classroom, I can show you a way to guarantee 100% of every realtor who ever sits in a class of yours will sign up and be connected to you in your account. Very simple and easy to do. We can also provide you some flyers to hand out to agents before the class. Maybe you hand it out and say, hey, I'm going to be back here next Thursday. You know, be sure to go to this class. Tell your friends. We can help you with training. We can give you a PowerPoint presentation so you can walk in and do the class yourself and edit that PowerPoint however you want. And in some cases, if we give enough lead notice, maybe a week or two in advance, we can actually present some of those classes. Sometimes a loan officer says, hey, I'm going to be in a Keller Williams office or a RE/MAX office on such and such a date in the future, and they said they're going to have 20 or 30 or 40 agents in that room. Can you help me do a presentation for 15 minutes to these agents to get them interested and excited? Sure, we can do that. But you might be asking yourself, wait a minute, you said 100% guaranteed sign up. How are you going to guarantee 100%? Well, I'm going to show you. That's a pretty easy little trick. Number one, you have a sign-in sheet. Now, if 10 or 15 or 20 people sign up on that sign-in sheet, who takes the sign-in sheet? Yep, you do. You're going to go take that sign-in sheet and you're going to take 100% of the names and you're going to come back to your desk and you're going to enter those into My Agent Connector, and therefore they will have the ability to come into this system, and you have 100% of the agents that were in that room signed up. You control that. It's very simple and easy to do. Now, once you put them into the system, guess what? They get an email that looks like it came from you. Hey, congratulations, Susie. Thanks for being at the class today, etc., whatever. Thanks for signing up for Visual Shows. Here's your username. Here's your password. And guess what? It looks like it came from you. It didn't really come from you because we did it for you automatically, which is one of the perks about having this. But again, it looks like it came from you. So we're engaging agents for you. Now, when realtors go out and one of those 10 or 20 agents that were in the room, maybe next week or 2 weeks down the road, they take a listing. Well, guess what? We're going to put that listing out on the internet. We're going to give them marketing tools. Now, every time they promote their listing, they have to promote you as well on every marketing piece. See, the difference between tomorrow and yesterday is yesterday you had realtors you were working with, but they didn't promote you on every one of their listings 100% of the time. Now, tomorrow we could change that and say that, yes, when a realtor promotes their listings, 100% of the time, they promote you as well. That's a benefit that you have. That's why you want as many agents as you can, and there's no limit to the amount of agents that you could put into this system and connect with you. The more agents you have, the more they promote you online. It's pretty simple. If you're going to talk about an elevator pitch to a real estate agent, I would seriously suggest that you talk about the 4 main realtor pains. Just like every surgeon in the United States, they make a lot of money because they find somebody's pain and then they alleviate it. They solve the pain. And if you could do that for real estate agents, I guarantee that you will make a lot of money as well. Now, in 12 years of doing this and talking to real estate agents all across the United States and doing live and webinar presentations, we found that all agents have really the same pain. It doesn't really matter what city you're in. You have to have new clients, otherwise you starve. They're not tech savvy. The average age of a real estate agent in the United States, according to NAR, is 52 years old. They really don't have time, or they think they don't have time, or they don't have money, or they're really sick and tired of being nickeled and dimed to death. So when you talk to somebody in an elevator pitch and can say, hey, you know, it's great, nice to meet you, thank you very much, I'm sure you're looking for new clients. You know, we've got some tools that are automated, so you really don't have to learn technology. It can save you some time, and the cool thing about it is it helps you gain those new clients, but it doesn't cost you anything. So actually, you know, you might be interested. You've just touched on 4 pains, and I guarantee you every realtor in the world, one of those 4 things is a hot button for them. Now, what we can do once those 10 or 20 agents that were in that room are in your system, now they're connected to you, they're in your account per se, you're connected or attached to them. When one of them takes a listing, we're going to alert you. We send an automatic alert to you right then and there. So you open up your inbox and you see that Jane, the realtor, and her email address and her phone number and the listing of the property that she just listed yesterday is now being alerted to you. All you got to do is pick up the phone and have a conversation. There's a couple of suggestions right under that you could do when you're talking to her. But the easiest thing to do is just pick up the phone and call her and say, hey, Jane, congratulations. This is so-and-so with such and such a company. Congratulations on the new listing at such and such address. I really like and then find something you like about the house. We allow you this phenomenal opportunity to not only see Jane and her phone number and her address, but we allow you the ability to log into her account and actually see the house. You could say, you know what, I really like that theater room. I really like the backyard with the pool and the landscaping, that big, huge barbecue. Say something that you like and then just shut your mouth and be quiet. And I guarantee you, agents are going to most often say, how do you know that I have a theater room in the house I just listed yesterday? How does that happen? So now you've piqued their curiosity. You're going to have a response. And then one of the best questions to say is, hey, since you just took this listing yesterday, I'm just curious, are you going to hold an open house? If they say yes, boom, door opener. Hey, you should be using that open house safety app. Or you might want to capture the drive-by leads using that text code that you could put on a sign writer and get more leads for yourself. Don't let those leads drive by and go text for information on somebody else's sign down the road. You should be capturing those leads. If they say no, hey, that's fine. If you ever have any marketing needs in the future, let me know. You've got a free My Agent Connector, free online marketing. I'll be happy to help you. Thanks. Goodbye. Either way, you probably only spend about 2 or 3 minutes on the phone with somebody. Imagine spending 2 or 3 minutes. You do that 5 or 6 times a week. You've talked to 20, 30 agents a month. That's huge. That's huge. You get down to the end of the year and you say, you know, I've talked to 200, 250 agents. That's more than 99% of the loan officers in this country. Most people don't talk to 250 agents in 3 years. You could do that in 1. So it's a huge advantage for you. Another thing I'll give you a suggestion on, if you're talking about elevator pitches, what do I say in 20 seconds or 30 seconds or a minute? I would focus on one of these 3 things. One is new clients. There's not a realtor in the world that doesn't need new clients. So if you talk to them about possibly generating some new clients from like Open House Safety app or digital sign writers, new clients, that's a hot button for most agents. Also, number 2, repeat and referral business from past clients. Every realtor in the world knows that it's easier and less expensive to get referrals and repeat business from past clients. But guess what? They don't get very many repeat referrals from past clients. So this is a great thing to mention if you're talking about that. Also talk about automation, just that this is automated. They don't have to learn new technology. It's automated. It pulls information through their existing MLS. Very simple and very easy. Here's some buzzwords if you do want to talk. Maybe you're leaving a message on a phone and you just want to say a couple things to an agent. Hey, sorry I missed you, but just noticed you had a listing that you did yesterday. Hey, wanted to let you know that there's some free tools. They're easy marketing tools, helps you generate new referrals or repeat business. It's automated. Has some technology that can keep you safer in open houses. So there's buzzwords. If you maybe use one of them or 2 of those buzzwords, like open house safety, that's a huge buzzword. Automation. Free is the best buzzword in the world. Those are great. Also, if you want to print something, send an email out to people. We have a lot of loan officers that say, can I just get some bullet points, maybe some key things that I could throw into an email, and then I can have that email. I can just send the same email out to 100 or 200 or 300 or 500 people all year long. These are some great tools for that, okay? So stop the video if you want to take a picture of this or just use these in your own emails, but these are great bullet points. Increase your tech-savvy image. A lot of agents want to increase their image, even though they're not tech-savvy. They would like to appear to be. Increase the potential of new clients, repeat referrals from past clients. Those are all big buzzwords, hot topics, good bullet points that you can use. What's next for you? Well, now that you understand it's pretty easy to have an elevator pitch, you know a couple of the things that you might want to focus on. I would just choose one feature. Okay, I suggest to you to choose one feature. We have 20, 25 different features, but again, choose one. And if you had to choose one, you might gravitate towards this, the Open House Safety app. Why? A couple of reasons why. Number 1, there's no explanation needed. You don't have to train anybody on how to fill out a name, email address, and phone number. It's just a no-brainer. Second is that everybody holds open houses. Everybody also likes to be safer. And people love to know that they're protecting the homeowner as well. So anytime you can add value to the homeowner, the realtor feels good as well. And here's the biggest benefit for the agent and you is that when somebody walks through the open house and fills out their name, email address, and phone number, the consumer walking through the open house immediately gets the digital business card of the agent. Woo! The agent is now promoted to the consumer, but who else is promoted to that consumer? You. You go along with that. And now you're on the mobile phone of somebody who walked through an open house. And if you have 40 or 50 realtors, I guarantee every weekend there's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 open houses. Every weekend. And 2 or 3 or 4 open houses means you're generating 5 or 10 new buyer clients every week. It's just simple if you just run the numbers. It's very simple. So hopefully that gives you a great idea of some elevator pitches, talking about new clients, talking about things that you could do very simply, very easily, questions that you can ask that you really don't care if they say A or B, because either way, you're going to introduce the same thing and open that door to a better conversation. So hopefully that helps you with your elevator pitches to go out and start talking to agents today, right now. It's easy. It's simple. Thanks for attending this class at My Agent Connector University, and we will see you at the next class.